Hello, welcome to my spring garden. It's a lovely spring day. The last video I did was during the winter or very early spring, and everything was covered in snow. But now birds are singing, the euonymus is looking gorgeous, as is the red robin. And I'm going out now into the sunshine. It's a lovely spring day. We've got clematis that's growing over the archway there with the seat. And it looks really lovely, doesn't it? Or clematis, as some people call it. And this yellow poppy, Welsh poppy, up against the shrub here, the red shrub. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Oh, I love the colours. I love painting, I love art, so I love the garden and all the colours. My favourite statue in the corner there. As they pan round, we come to what we call the lace trees, because you can actually see through it. It doesn't block everything out, but it's still a hedge. And coming round here, got daisies that are in bloom and various other shrubs here and flowers. It's looking lovely. Some bees over there as well in the geraniums. And here we have some hostas, and they're doing really well in these galvanised tubs. Now, a lot of people say, or put copper rings round, but if you've got a galvanised tub, that works even better. So a little tip for you. Here's one of my naughty bantams. She should not be on this side of the garden, because we try to keep this side a little bit nice. But she's having a good old rake around in there. She'll get shooed out in a minute when my husband finds her. And we look up into the copper beech, and there's some lovely roses as well growing up that trellis. And then we come round and we go through the first gate, which keeps or should be keeping the bantams out, but obviously not as well as it should. And there's two more over there. And these gorgeous roses over here, thornless roses. You can almost smell them, can't you? They are absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. They're lovely. And up amongst the trees. I love the garden. I love sitting in the garden as well. We're not a slave to it. This is a very simple garden. This is what we call the orchard area. And the bantams there having a dig around. We let them this side of the garden. And as we go down, this is another seated area that we keep a trellis over when we're not using it, to stop the bantams turning it all up, which they do. I'll take you over and show you these over in the corner. There they are. And one right in the corner there, Lemon. Don't know whether you can see her. Having a good old dig around in there. And this is the naughty one that was on the wrong side. And going down the garden, we come to the fish pond. Here they are following me. I think I've got food. And this is the wildlife pond. Got frogs in there. It's looking good, isn't it? Cherries on the cherry tree. If the blackbirds don't get them first. As we walk down, come to the summer house. We put this in first because when we were doing up the house, we wanted somewhere to relax. So the bantam's going over to have a drink. When one wants a drink, they all want a drink. They just follow each other. But they're all different characters. They really have got their own characters. But I love them to bits. Lovely little things they are. Wouldn't be without them. Look at those pink geraniums against the ferns. They're lovely. Well, this one's called Fern. That's Fern. And then we pan across this side of the garden. This is where I've got most of my grasses over here. There's a tall one, I can't remember the name of it. And camellia was gorgeous this year, but it's nearly over now. And the yellow poppies again, lovely yellow poppies. And this lovely old box, that must be really old. The birds love it, they're in and out all the time. And this gorgeous azalea against the yellow poppies again. Looks lovely, doesn't it? You can hear the birds. That's the last of the camellias. And then we go through this archway. We put this here, another gate to keep the chickens to this side of the orchard. This is a wildlife area. And the pond's looking a little bit raggedy. We had to rearrange it, it was sinking one side, which wasn't good. But even so, it is what it is. And it's a lovely wildlife area. Lovely honeysuckle. Gorgeous. You can almost smell it, can't you? Is it lovely? And this lovely periwinkle. It's always had a white leaf. It's never had a green leaf. Always a white leaf. Lovely, isn't it? A little bit different. And coming round we have the bug box that we're all encouraged to have, and an old sink with water for the birds, and stones for the little voles or whatever run around at night, and the foxgloves, lovely white foxgloves which are ready to come out, and the sambuca so I can make some jam or jelly as it is. More seats. We love our seats. We love gardening, but we love sitting in the garden as well. Actually, we don't love gardening that much. We do love the garden, but we're not fanatics. And going down this end, this is lovely. We love sitting here in the wildlife area. And as we go down, this is the veg area. And the gooseberries on standards. It makes it easier to pick. You don't have to bend down amongst the prickles. And only a small veg area and utility area, and a little tiny greenhouse where I've got tomatoes and courgettes, and lots of pots for beans, and there's some potatoes and French beans in there, and a strawberry pot. So this on lots of blackcurrants, but this is lovely. You can hear the birds, can't you? It's gorgeous. But this, we just let it do its own thing. So we're not fanatical gardeners. And we've got wildflowers growing amongst the good flowers. Well, I say no, good. No, all flowers are good. Of course they are. What am I saying? Even those buttercups over there, we just let them grow. We're coming back to the orchard area again, where the bantams are. And back into the sunshine. So the next video will be summer, and I can't wait actually, because we'll have a lot more flowers out and more to see. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed just having a little tour around the garden as much as I've enjoyed walking around and showing you.